All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Imagine starting an hour early. Can't be this dude, right? I hope you're doing well. I was actually behind the scenes chatting with my brother. I think he wants to do DRG tomorrow night. And he will be sitting right there behind that desk tomorrow night. So tomorrow night you will see my brother behind that desk, but tonight, guess who you get to see behind this desk? That's right, me. But it looks like tomorrow night is a go. Hi, Kildor, how you doing? I hope you don't miss me too badly. Let's get you shouted out, Kildor. There we go. Community streamer right there.
What's your first?
That one.
And of course he plays some
Very.
he plays some games by himself as well, but be sure to give Kildor a follow. He does do some community streams, he does some collaborations and things like that. I could be wrong, but I think you're the streamer that I have to look for a hot minute, because I have to spend 1,100 channel points to take care of you. Not unless I'm thinking about another streamer that's got a beard as thick as yours. But anyway, I hope you're doing well, and hope yeah. But anyway, but yeah. But nevertheless, if you're trying to make heads or tails, what Erdo and I are talking about, earlier this afternoon, I had a dentist appointment for my chipped tooth. It's a procedure I've never had to deal with before, but Dr. Daniels and one of his co-workers worked very, very hard to get everything taken care of, and they were able to do it. So I'm certainly thankful for them for being able to replace my chipped tooth with a healthy tooth. So I'm certainly thankful for their hard work. I've had dental procedures before. About 4 years ago, I went for a biopsy. There were a couple areas in my tongue that raised concern, and they were able to extract 2 pieces of my tongue out. But thankfully it was benign, so I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful that they were able to take care of today's situation very, very well. They did have to make that area numb for a period of time so that they could go through the process without any pain. So it felt weird for a little bit, but once the numbness wore off, I didn't feel any pain. So I thank God for that, and I'm able to I'm able to do a stream tonight. But regardless, I didn't want to pull tonight because doing Twitch streams are healing for me. And I genuinely enjoy doing this and bringing joy to the world and reaching for higher goals and things like that. But that's just one of the updates in my life that have been pretty significant. Some other things have been going on personally. So it's just been kind of a very interesting season for me, to say the least. The last 3.5 plus years have been very, very chaotic for me, and it's been an absolute roller coaster of emotions. I've had to face some horrible failures in my life. I've had to face some horrible decisions I've made in my life. I've had to try to overcome quite a bit, and there have been times where it's been mentally and emotionally taxing. And bless everybody's heart. Anybody that can try to help me is. So I'm certainly thankful that things have panned out the way they did. Even though I've single-handedly destroyed friendships and relationships, both virtually and in real life, over the years, and this year certainly hasn't been any different. I'm very thankful that I've met y'all on Twitch, and I'm very thankful that various windows and doors have been open for me since joining this platform. It's just been a huge honor to now, for the last month or so, being a part of La Familia, the team that has been headed up by Don Paulion. I thought I was never going to amount to much when I decided to quit Jackbox streaming. Between some of the poor decisions I've made and some of the chaos that I've had to endure doing Jackbox streams and just being burnt out with it in general, I thought I wouldn't amount to much, but here I am, a valuable member of La Familia, jokingly referred to as the resident hydrator because I'm always making the rounds on Twitch, hydrating as many people as I can get to. And, you know, it's been fun. My time with Don Paulion and his team has been healing for me. And, of course, needless to say, I look forward to seeing where we will go from here. I had no idea a lot of these streamers in this team have merchandise. So, needless to say, I will be going birthday shopping, anniversary shopping, whatever. So, know this, if I buy some of your merch, it will be as a birthday gift for somebody. I mean, I saw a coffee mug on somebody's streamer, and I'm like, if only I was still friends with the Princeton Church of God pastor, Matt Cornett. He would love that coffee mug. It says, I drink coffee and play video games. That's what I do. That has Matt Cornett written all over it. I know I got me a phone case. I got me an Asabor phone case. So I did get myself a gift. Sweet El- Sweet Elements. Stream Elements is just taking its sweet time getting everything together. Of course, I did get the email that it has shipped, so it's just a matter of it showing up in my mailbox. So hopefully it'll be there this week. So my dad's P.F. Chang's card came in today, so his birthday gift is ready. He turns so he's going to be very much surprised on his 62nd birthday next month, August 8th, when I get him this P.F. Chang's gift card, so he can take his girlfriend out and they can party with some Chinese food. Of course, you can buy P.F. Chang's commercially at Walmart. Their teriyaki chicken is amazing. So I'm certainly thankful for that. I've actually thought about that, Erdo, because I did talk to my dad. He did share with me that he's going to have lunch with this pastor in the near future. It's just a matter of him getting back from his vacation. And I might use that as leverage. So thanks for the suggestion. But yeah, I had a falling out with him and the children's church pastor and a family at Princeton Church a year and a half ago. And I'm still trying to recover mentally and emotionally from that. It had gotten so bad that my therapist at the time recommended me to an EMDR therapist. And so far our sessions have gone pretty well. I've had to face some things about myself that are toxic, and if I can use the term loosely, poisonous, because I have discovered that I am a bit of a diva, and you know, I do tend to be narcissistic, and I do tend to want everything my way. It's not a good quality to have. So I've had to face some things about myself that, in no uncertain terms, I'm ashamed of. And it's tough, you know. Not only is therapy hard, but, you know, everything in life is. People that think something is easy, or notice that somebody makes something look easy, doesn't know the discipline behind all that to get them where they are today. You know, people say this person makes XYZ look easy, and they have no idea they had to fight to get there. So it's tough. I mean, for me to have to face some things about myself that are detrimental to friendships and relationships, it's tough. I'll put it to you this way. I need freedom. I need to be liberated from this, because if I don't, it's going to destroy more friendships than they already have, because I've already single-handedly destroyed some friendships here on Twitch back in May. I had single-handedly destroyed friendships a year and a half ago with some of the people at Princeton Church. And it's just tough. Even if you've repented and confessed, um, you have to take steps to rise above it. So it it it's just that, certain things just get you thinking, and it's just tough to have to kind of square your shoulders and realize that there's some things about you that could be a stumbling block to others. Thanks, Ardo. I appreciate you. Yeah, so far, seeing an EMDR therapist has been beneficial. I mean, I've already seen some good things come out of that. Slowly but surely, God is healing my relationship with my brother. Things had been tense and somewhat estranged between us, but we're slowly starting to see things mend between us, and I'm very thankful for that. Back in April, I had a pretty significant meltdown because I confessed that I was a horrible brother to Mark, and having to face that costed a lot of tears from everybody. From me, from Mom, from my brother, from a lot of people. And it's tough having to reconcile with a family member because you don't know how they'll respond, because I've heard and seen stories where family members have not been so forgiving, and there are adults that do cling to grudges, and believe me, it's not just notorious for TV shows. It happens in real life where grudges can hold on for generations, and I don't want that to happen to us. So I don't know why a simple dental procedure would make you reflect upon your life like that, but it certainly has me. So hopefully and prayerfully some progress can continue to be made, in hopes that I can grow from some of the things that have happened, that I can mature, and that I can be what I need to be, and that I can rid myself from toxic qualities that I need to be free from. So don't worry, my room is dusty. Seriously, I see dust on my actual TV antenna. But oh, that's totally fine. I hope your friend is doing well. And by the way, it was great to see you on my brother's stream. That was a very sweet surprise. I'm glad you're supporting my brother. Hopefully we can continue to chat and continue to be friends. And by the way, I am planning on playing that classic Tetris game next year when I play Tetris games again in June. I feel like you have a right to know. And when that happens, I will do what I did this year and bring you in and have you explain it in anticipation that between now and next year I'll have more followers, and you can explain to my new followers what you explained to my current ones this year. So there you go. Oh yeah. Yeah, they certainly got their Romeo and Juliet thing going on there. I'm heavily debating making that VOD public. My VODs are normally unlisted, and I make them fairly exclusive to my server, my Discord server, but I don't know if I'm going to keep my Discord server or not, so if anybody asks for a particular VOD, I'll be happy to disclose it to them. But we shall see. But for now, I'm keeping my Discord server for maybe a couple of more months. I've already picked out some bots that I'm no longer using in hopes that's kind of phase one, is to kind of purge my bots. And then phase two will be to get rid of some of the links from every possible place I can get to. And then phase three will be getting rid of the server. So it'll be somewhat of a process, but I'm going to wait a couple of months and see if my server will grow before I make any drastic decisions with it. But one of my former friends helped me set it up, and I'm still appreciative to her for all of her help. Even though we're no longer friends and I had single-handedly destroyed that friendship, I still think a lot of her. And if you want to follow her or subscribe to her YouTube or follow her on the Twitter or the Gram, her username is Munchy Pony. See if I can get her shouted out. But she is a streamer, so she streams in hopes of getting a little piece of extra income for her and her family. So if you haven't followed her yet, be sure to follow her and give her some love and some support so that she can feed her kids and fulfill their needs. But I regret that we're no longer friends, and I deeply regret single-handedly annihilating that relationship, because she had helped out this channel a lot, and she had helped me out a lot, and I basically stabbed her in the back and stabbed a couple of her friends in the back, and I'm still mentally and emotionally recovering from things like that and what happened at Princeton Church a year and a half ago. And ultimately, all of that is going to end up being in a book that I'm going to write. I might start writing it during my prolonged hiatus from streaming that I'm going to take for the holidays on account of the busy season. Whatever time I don't spend on my real life work, I'm going to spend it doing I'm going to spend it working on my books and trying to get those out, and then I'm going to work on this one. My working title for it is called Scared to Maturity. And the reason why I picked that title is because that was how I matured. I wasn't loved into being a better person. I was essentially scared into being a better person. So that was the case with me. Some of the best advice I've ever gotten was from my Uncle Jeff. In a year and a half, he's going to be 70 years old. Can't believe that. He's 18 months away from being 70. But I remember him saying this on a tape of a sermon I heard. And he said, there are some you win by love, others by fear. Let that sink in. I was one that matured not by love, but by fear. I was essentially scared into being a better person, or really the person that I am now. So I'm going to be as much of an open book as I possibly can. I will explain everything, or as much as I feel comfortable doing so. And even if I'm not comfortable doing so, I'm going to push myself into doing it. Because I've spent the last few months of my life facing things that I know are very detrimental to relationships and friendships. And this is in hope that when I come out of this season, I'm going to bring people out with me. Because I've been trudging through one of the most painfully difficult wildernesses I've ever had to trudge through over the last 3.5 years. So, and I don't want to do this to soothe the guilty conscience. I've done things just to soothe my guilty conscience, just to know that that's not the answer. And I want to mature, I want to grow, and I want to flourish and be the kind of person that God wants me to be and that I need to be, so that we can grow to appreciate each other, warts and all, and TV Land can be the wholesome, positive energy place that it once was, but as of a month and a half to almost 2 months ago, no longer was, or no longer is. So it's going to be a rough journey ahead of us, but by the grace of God, we'll get there. We will get there. But anyway, tonight we are going to be playing Jack Nicklaus Power Challenge Golf. We are continuing to celebrate Jack and Barbara's 64th wedding anniversary, which is a week from tonight. But we are celebrating it all month long with Jack Nicklaus games of various different kinds. So we're going to be having a little bit of fun with that. Of course, tomorrow night, before my brother and I play DRG, we're going to play Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge. See how far into the season that we get. And then once Mark gets done with his D&D session, he's going to join me. And we're going to play some Deep Rock Galactic. We're going to rock and stone. And if the Scuff Squad decides to raid into me and try to drown me, I will be sure to give them a big hearty rock and stone. They owe me one because I told them they ought to do that for a collaboration, and they didn't. But anyway, certainly, glad that I'll be playing with my brother again tomorrow night, and we can have some fun, and we can be dwarfs and digging a hole. We'll be like brothers of the mining hole. Swing, swing, swing with me. Do, 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 do. But anyway, Thursday night we're going to play Jack Nicklaus 4. And then Friday night we're going to play Golden Bear Challenge and get further into the season. Next week we're going to be playing Mario Golf, the Game Boy Color version. We're going to see how far we can train Kid. We'll see how well that goes. And then from there, we're going to be playing Jack Nicklaus 5 on the actual night of their anniversary. And then we're going to be playing Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge the rest of the week before going on vacation and go to Emerald Isle for a week. And then when I get back, we're going to stream Jeff Gordon games, NASCAR games, and other racing games for Jeff Gordon's birthday. For September, we're going to be playing some of my favorite games to celebrate my birthday. October, we're going to play all the spooky games and the horror games and the games involving weaponry to bring in Halloween. The first week of November, we're going to be playing random different games before we go on the hiatus I told you about. And then January, we're going to pick back up with Jack Nicklaus games to celebrate his birthday. Basically, we're going to rotate around. For those of you that have kept up with my streams for a while now, we're just going to rotate around. February and April, we're going to play some random games. March, we're going to be playing Mario games for the month of March 10, as well as severe weather games for Severe Weather Awareness Week from my local National Weather Service office. May, we do SpongeBob and Star Wars for SpongeBob's anniversary, and May the 4th be with you. And then June, we play Tetris and Puyo games for Tetris's anniversary. And then, of course, we return to July, Jack and Barbara's anniversary, playing Jack Nicklaus games of sorts. Of course, I do plan on playing Jack Nicklaus games to remember his life if Jack ever passes away, or his wife, one or the other. I do want to celebrate their lives when they cross the finish line and transition from this life into the next. Jack is currently 84. Next January, he'll be 85. And next year, Barbara will be honored at the 50th Memorial Tournament. But I have already made plans in the long run to celebrate his birthday and anniversary every year. And again, if he finally transitions from this life into the next, we're going to play some of his games to celebrate his life. So I've already have it all planned out to where we can throw Jack either a birthday party or an anniversary party, or when that time comes, that great send-off. So, but it seems like he and his wife are both going strong and still being so healthy and so full of vibrancy and energy. Still bringing joy to the lives of children and still bringing joy to the lives of people. it's just incredible to see them still perform acts of love and kindness to communities that God has entrusted to their care. So there's just so much to celebrate with these two. So I'm honored to, take every July and January and just spend a month playing Jack's games because I know some people are frustrated with his political decisions, understandably so. But in terms of morality, Jack and Barbara have been so good to each other and continue to be so good with each other. And they're so great to their community, and they're able to bring joy, peace, and love to so many people. So they're worth celebrating, to say the least. But anyway, we are going to get started now. But I do want to let you know, long-term forlorn, we're gonna continue to play Jack Nicklaus games every July and January to celebrate his birthday and anniversary. Of course, if and when he leaves this world, we're gonna play some of his games to celebrate his memory. In fact, I will say this too. Another regret I have is I never really played, because I actually have an Arnold Palmer golf game for the Sega Genesis, and I regret not playing that game to celebrate his memory, because Arnold Palmer passed away a few years ago, and I absolutely loved that game, and I absolutely loved his half iced tea, half lemonade beverage. That was really good. I'm thinking about starting to buy that again. Maybe I can get that from Walmart if I need it, because that was a good beverage. But anyway, there's that, and then there's Jeff Gordon. I'm going to be celebrating his birthday every August. I actually found out him and his wife's anniversaries in November, so I will always keep that in mind. So, needless to say, I have a lot of long-term plans. I've prepared streams and Plan B streams just in case, like I did last August, for those of you that have followed me since the beginning, and I know a few of y'all have, pretty much. But last August, I played a few Mario games to celebrate Charles Martinet transitioning from being the voice of Mario to preaching the gospel of Mario. So, whenever things like that happen, I will change my streams accordingly and show people how much I've enjoyed, loved, and supported some of these people as they transition, whether it's a job transition or, transitioning from here on and over to glory. I will throw them a send-off that will make other silly parties look like other silly parties. But I tell you what, great things are in the making at TV Land. So I hope that is perfectly clear. And I hope that everybody will love and value each other and appreciate each other and be the people that God wants you to be. But anyway, I am going to run my first ad break because I am long-winded like that. I've preached 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. Who would have thought? But my real-life friends expect this from me anyway. So I'm going to run this ad break, and we will be right back. All right, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully everybody is continuing to do very well, and hopefully everybody is continuing to be a blessing one to another. But anyway, let's get this show on the road. Here it is, Jack Nicklaus Power Challenge Golf for the Sega Genesis, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do stroke play like I usually do. Alright, and before you ask, yes, we are going to do some derusting. And there's the legendary Jack Nicklaus saying, off to the driving range, blah blah. Practice your swing on the driving range. Keep an eye on the wind indicator. There's your wind indicator at the bottom left. You can press B button for options. You can see the quote Jack just posted. You can look at your club list. Pick the next player. Control panel. You can have the greens dry, brake grid on. You know, just have everything you want. I tell you what, this is a little bit more forgiving than the MS-DOS version. MS-DOS version doesn't take over swings too well. Sounds fantastic. Hope it went well, Erdo. Are you looking forward to Brent's next stream? Oh yeah. Can you believe I got a coffee account now? But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to rebuild positive vibes here. And I'm trying to rebuild that rep. And I'm trying to rebuild um, having um, having a wholesome environment here. Off to the practice screen. Reading the brake on a green is critical. Keep an eye on the brake indicator. And by the way, just in case, you haven't been to my streams in a while, Odo, I'm playing Jack Nicklaus games to celebrate him and his wife's anniversary, which is a week from today. Yeah, and that's one of the painful things I'm having to learn the hard way. Um, um, cause I know I, for one, will never forget the things I've done, and sometimes just thinking about it causes me to beat myself up. Um, to this day, I still imagine myself fighting some of the people I'm no longer friends with. Although, although I know that's not going to happen. Of course, when you've got this, you can look at the green overhead. You can see the quote. You can go to the next player. You know how that goes. Hmm. By the way, Erdo, um, I'm actually going to play some Electronic Arts brand games as well. Like on the month of my birthday, I'm going to play PGA Tour Golf, which is an EA game. So there will be some EA games in my future. Oh yeah, the Trip Hawkins era of Electronic Arts is the best. You're more than welcome to fight me over that. Um, but Electronic Arts brand, um, the Electronic Arts was the best during the Trip Hawkins era. Sorry, I was having to adjust my TV head. It wasn't always moving when I was talking, so I was trying to fix that. And I'll play other EA games like Road Rash and um, things like that. If you think the Sega Genesis version was wild, the PC version is even wilder. Some of the characters cuss like sailors. But yeah, the Sega Genesis game version is awesome. I still can't believe my Genesis still works even though I've had it since I was a toddler. Oh wow. I did not know that. That makes me want to play the Nintendo 64 version all the more. Um, I played the Genesis version and I played the PC version. I've never played the Super Nintendo version extensively, but I hope to via the emulator and also the Project 64 emulator. I might play Road Rash 64. But yeah, the PC version is abandonware, so you can download it and play it. But it is so much fun. Oh wow. That sounds a bit wholesome, not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. In general, I love racing games. There was one called Top Gear 2 that I've enjoyed. I don't think Top Gear 2 was an EA game, though. F-22 Interceptor was an EA game. There we go. Nope. I babied it. And I babied that one. I love this. Love you. Oh yeah, John Madden Football was an EA game. Oh yeah, SimCity. From Maxis. Well, they released it in conjunction with Maxis. The Lakers versus Celtics in the NBA playoffs and some of the sequels, I believe. Of course, Road Rash is one of them. PGA Tour Golf. Ooh, there's one called Michael Jordan in Flight. No, it wasn't. NBA Jam was released, I think, by Jaguar Entertainment, I believe, in conjunction with Acclaim Entertainment. Well, yeah, Midway too. What about Jack Nicklaus makes you admire him? Well, I admire him and his wife in general. Not only he's had a very successful golf career and he's had a lot of success as a course designer, but Jack Nicklaus is one of very few public figures that I know of that has done a lot for his wife and has done a lot for his family. Um, um, he's been there for his wife and his kids in a lot of different occasions. Um, and he does a lot for children. Um, and he's a very gentle spirited, kind hearted fellow. Um, I love how when he got his Presidential Medal of Honor years ago, he said that his greatest victory and his greatest accomplishment was when he married his wife, and I thought that was just so beautiful. Needless to say, somebody was chopping onions in my room. But yeah, Midway Entertainment in conjunction with Acclaim, if I remember correctly. Except Acclaim was spelled with K's and not C's, if memory serves me correct. And indeed, while when he devotes his time wealth to helping others, it is a truly good soul who realizes he's got what he needs, but decides what he wants is others to be okay. Yeah, that sums it up. Yeah, and of course, personal experiences have driven him to want to help children because he lost a grandchild to He lost a grandchild to a drowning accident in, I think, 2004, so about 20 years ago. So ever since then, he's wanted to use at least a portion of his platform to bring comfort and aid and help to children. So it's great when people draws from their own experience and uses it to help others. Sorry, now I'm doing my share of scouting. Yep, Midway in conjunction with Acclaim. I thought it was spelled with K's, but I might have been thinking about a different company. That was NBA Jam. But NBA Jam had some really cool music to it. I don't know if you remember it or not. I played the Super Nintendo version on an emulator years ago, and that version slapped. There was actually an arcade version of NBA Jam. I know people are addicted to shooting three-pointers. I had noticed that even years ago when I was writing sports articles for a local paper. There are so many people that are addicted to three-pointers. The only time I care for them is when they're trying to beat the horn, because, you know, when the horn sounds, the ball is dead. But when the ball is in the air, when the horn sounds, the ball is dead when the bucket's made. So, the fun ones for me are the buzzer beaters. I love trying to beat the buzzer. Yeah, there was literally an arcade version of NBA Jam. Oh, yeah. And all the nuances in those home runs. They always try to see how many grand slams one have made, how many solo home runs, 2-run home runs, 3-run home runs. They like to pull that sucker apart at the seams, it seems to be. I used to keep up with professional athletes like big time when I was in elementary school. Um, my favorite basketball player growing up was Tracy McGrady. My favorite baseball player was Barry Bonds. There was a time when my favorite golfer was Tiger Woods, but not anymore. I also like Serena and Venus Williams. In terms of the tennis realm, oh yeah, those sacrificial bunts, yeah. Imagine miss hitting a putt. yeah, I still can't believe that NBA Jam was an arcade game. That was quite interesting to say the least. And I babied that putt. Let's see if I can get... Let's see if I can find any... Alright, I think I got you. Check this out. And I ended up babying that putt too. And I babied that putt too. So there you go. That's the Super Nintendo version of NBA Jam. By the way, ads are coming up, so do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. Run to the bathroom. Get you some water. You know what to do. You got this. You still there, Erdo? Okay. See? Do, 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 do. Hmm. Alright, let's go to Shorewood Country Club. Alright, let's see how well we do. Horse is a bit wet for this ground, greens are slow, winds are out of the east at 9 knots. Short but challenging first hole, this par 4 can be reached off the tee by the strong-hearted. Two well-placed shots to tight target areas will leave a tricky approach over water. And there's the water. Swirling wind coming from a hidden valley makes club selection difficult. Stopping short again. At least we got a par out of it. Toughest hole on the front side, featuring a tiny green nestled in a grove of sycamore trees. Using the language of scripture there, buddy. A dogleg left, this par 5 can be reached in two, but the second must be played to a pronounced elevated green. And an errant tee shot. Ooh. This fairly easy par 4 plays uphill and has the only blind tee shot on the course. Hmm. All right. We've been playing for par so far. This fairway is split by rock boulders, making for a unique and tricky tee shot. Hello. We're getting some fairly decent approach shots to the hole. It's pretty cool. Ooh, I about half babied it. There we go. Large and multi-tiered green provides a difficult target for this excellent par 3. Short right is dead. Ooh. Three putts. Not good. A stream that runs along the right side of the fairway and past the green definitely comes into play. Wow, safely onto the green. Another three putt. Just one three. One singular three. Short and straight, this par 4 is fairly easy. A second shot over the green is dead. A definite birdie hole. Second shot should avoid bunker left of the green and trees protecting the right side. All right. Let's see how this goes. Here we go. We got birdie. This This par 3 has a well-bunkered green where a pin placement can make a difference of 3 clubs. Oh, we haven't had any one putts so far. Imagine something just dawning on you. A majestic par 5 with ponds and waterfalls. Drive must challenge a ravine which cuts across the fairway. Whoa, that's not good. Let's go for a punch shot. Okay, let's go. In the words of Gary McCord, that is pure nectar. The toughest hole on the course, played to the right center of the fairway to open up the approach to the green. Hmm. 3 putts. Hate it when that happens. There are 7 pools and 14 waterfalls that ornament this picturesque par 3, the signature hole. Come on. I haven't had any. Well, we only had one putt. One singular one putt. This strategic par 5 requires clearing a stream 3 times. It can be reached into with a long, straight second shot. Whoa! There's like a tree right behind it. And there's a tree right there. There we go. Now we're talking. This green is situated in a bowl that kicks errant tee shots towards the hole, a birdie opportunity. One of the best finishing holes I've ever created. Both the tee shot and the approach shot are very demanding. Oh! Okie dokie then. Ooh! Alright. We were in at level par and we barely broke par. Okie dokie then. We'll take it. Longest drive, 280 yards. 16 out of 18 greens in regulation. 7 out of 13 fairways in regulation. 37 putts, 4 birdies, 3 bogeys. 17. I know, right? Doesn't go any further than 99. Interesting. There we go. I found a way to make it work. How's Brent doing? Are you lurking in his stream? One of my favorite championship courses. I've been fortunate to set course records during both my victories here. Oh, I gotcha. Alright, let's try this golf course. The course is a bit wet for this round. Greens are slow. Winds are out of the southwest at 11 knots. This hole is shortened to a demanding par 4 during the open. Beware of out of bounds and bunkers left and water right off the tee. Truth be told, though, I might crash soon. Had a morning shift. Oh, wow. Again, out of bounds left and a series of fairway bunkers in play off the tee. Most lay up with a fairway wood or iron. Which is probably wise. Oh, another good second shot. Let's go. I know there's a third golf course, but I think I'm going to call it after playing through this round. I think I might raid into Brent, but I'm not 100% sure. Drive from a wooden chute to fairway hemmed in by trees. Shot must carry brook to reach humpbacked green. And we got a birdie. Got two birdies straight. Considered by many to be among the finest par threes in America. Tee shot requires long iron to a large two-level green. Come on. You can tell this game in particular, Nicklaus really wanted to express his passion for the game. Yeah, absolutely. And he wanted to share it with you. Yeah. If you really want to see his passion come forth as pure gold, you ought to come when I play Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge. He really puts himself out there in that game. It continues to be a favorite of mine, even at 31, and I've played Golden Bear Challenge since I was a child. So if you really want his passion to come out, you ought to join me later this week when I play Golden Bear Challenge. Tee shot sets up vital second to a green sloping back to front. Deep front bunker is one of many protecting green. Most difficult hole in 54 and 67 U.S. Opens. Challenging tee shot to a fairway with bunkers left and right. Also, I don't know if you've ever heard of the old course at St. Andrews up in Scotland, but if you want another golf course where Jack Nicklaus really expresses his love for the game, on Jack Nicklaus' Greatest 18 Holes of Golf, if you got it for the MS-DOS, it came with subsequent course discs, and one of them has the old course at St. Andrews. And if you've seen a YouTube video where Jack Nicklaus got the key to St. Andrews, you can tell he really has a heart for that particular golf course. It's really beautiful. Normally a par 5 like the first. The 7th is played as a par 4 in the open. Approach must carry large bunker to the green. I gotta hop the bed. Thanks for sharing your story too. I hope the next time you call customer service, your wait time is less than 30 seconds and the person on the other end is super chill. I'll, I'll quote you from Karen Rooney on the last episode of Liv and Maddie. May your dreams be big and your worries be small. Good night. All right, we parred the 7th. To win the U.S. Open here, you must birdie this hole. Play left side to set up a short iron to this well-bunkered green. Oh, nice. Requires a long iron to a small green. Good luck. Or as my ninth grade math teacher would say, good luck, God bless. All right, we are out in 34. Well, out in 33. To score well on this demanding par 4, your tee shot has to thread the needle between the bunker and the trees. Blah blah. Hmm. And we made another bogey. Severe dogleg left. For any chance at birdie, you must hug the left side of the fairway. That was close. After you hit your tee shot, the challenge on this hole is with your putter. All right, another par. Tough hole. Be careful when you fade your tee shot or your ball might get wet. And we made birdie. A potential birdie hole, play tee shot directly over the fairway bunkers, followed by a short to medium iron to green. Look at him planning for you. Ooh, we're going to need a punch shot, I think. Yep, pretty much. Okay. Look at us with a recovery shot. Ooh! Hit that sucker a bit too hard. But the greens are wet. What else do you expect? Trees border fairway on both sides of the hole, which plays longer than the yardage indicates. Bunkers and total lack of fairway places real premium on accuracy. This island green is tough to read. I tried too hard to get that thing on the green. And we are now 1 over. Length off the tee is critical on this hole, which is the longest of any open. One of my favorite holes in all of golf. Ooh, in the bunker. And we made birdie. So we're back to level par. I was fortunate to birdie this hole in both my open victories here. This is a great finishing theater for an open. See if we can get a 2-putt birdie to finish. There we go. And there we go. We shot a 1 under 69 by being out in 36. And there you go. All right, let's go back to Fireside Chat. All right. All righty then. All right. Let's see how the legendary Brent Zone is doing. I call him the energetic Brent Zone. Hey, Matitude, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing, Raiders? Welcome in. I hope y'all are doing well. I am TV Antenna. I hope everybody has had a great time with Matitude. You know the drill, how it is every time I get a raid. Tell us something about Matitude 1233 that keeps you coming, keeps you lurking, keeps you coming to his Jackbox parties and to his individual streams and things like that. But Matitude, it's great to see you here. I know some raiders have to raid and run, so if you have to raid and run, we totally get it. I know you go on very long streams, so I know after this one you probably need to rest your brain. Send my love to Jennifer Sanitz and to all of your streaming buddies. Throw your trash bag, what's it say about your funky trash? Thank you, JME. Let me get that out of the freezer. Oh, sorry, I had desktop audio muted. I'm so sorry. So how have y'all been doing? I hope y'all had a great time with Attitude. Good to see. Good to see y'all. Hope y'all had fun with Attitude. Cheers to Attitude and to all of his streamer friends, JME, Jennifer. God bless you. But I hope y'all had a great time with Attitude. Of course, Attitude, as always, if you have to raid and run, I totally get it. Because I know you have to, I know you, after these long streams, I'm sure you're exhausted. Good thing you live in Canada, by the way, because we're experiencing a heat wave in North Carolina. Can you believe that? But for those of you that aren't familiar with the stream, and by the way, thanks for the follow. Meals of Thai Bun Buns. I don't know what to call you, but thanks for the follow. I see some people that I know and love that have come in with the raid. Some of y'all I haven't seen since my Jackbox streaming days. Captain Death, it's been a while. Danielle, it's been a while. Some of y'all are just working, and I totally get it. But welcome in, y'all. I hope y'all had a great time with Attitude. I know he'll be bringing joy to the world to you again sometime. So, hopefully you have your calendars marked. But if you haven't followed Attitude, definitely give that guy a follow, because he is fantastic. He's a very gentle soul, and he's a very chill guy. So definitely give him a follow. Rainville, good to see you. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Indeed, I am on the road to 400 followers, and on the About section of my channel, you can get some of my social mediations. You can subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on the Twitter and the Gram, and follow me on Steam. You may want to indicate to me, because I'm getting bot followers on Twitter, bot followers on the Twitter. So if you follow me on the Twitter, definitely let me know that you are one of Attitude's loyal friends. So there you go. But it's great to see y'all here. And again, I hope you had fun with Attitude. But it's great to hear from y'all. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get my emulator back going. For those of you that are new to my stream, I've been streaming Jack Nicklaus games throughout the month of July to celebrate Jack and Barbara's 64th wedding anniversary, which is now in 6 days, since we crossed over into the new day in my part of the world. They'll be married 64 years, so we are celebrating it all month long by playing Jack Nicklaus games. Tonight I showcased Power Challenge Golf, and since y'all are here, I will be happy to showcase it to you. I use a Sega Genesis emulator called Fusion. I would highly recommend it. A lot of Jack Nicklaus games was released by a company called Accolade. I don't know if you've even ever heard of that company called Accolade, but Accolade made a lot of the Jack Nicklaus named games up until Jack Nicklaus 5. Golden Bear Challenge, Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge was released in conjunction with Activision, which is notorious for the Spider-Man games. If anybody loves Mario Monday, let me know. I do Mario Monday. Because we're playing mostly golf games this month, I'm showcasing Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64 and the Game Boy Color. And of course, you can look at my schedule for more information. I book the games that I want to stream months in advance, and I'm always making changes and tweaks and things to it. So be sure and check that frequently. I tell you what, since y'all are here, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to play English Turn Country Club. The course is rather dry for this ground. The greens are fast. The winds are out of the east at 11 knots. Off to the first hole, a slight dogleg right. This short par 4 is a tough birdie hole with a well-bunkered green. It's actually good to see JME back here. I missed them like crazy. And we birdied the first hole. Extensive bunkering will cause trouble for errant shots on this reachable par 5. Ooh. And we birdied the second hole. Severe undulations on the green make it difficult to get this tee shot close. Among the crowd, even if I gotta shout out no. Whoa. Grow teeth, ball, grow teeth. Stand out among the crowd. 3 putts for a bogey. A tough par 4 where accurate club selection is essential in hitting the 2-tiered green. Among the crowd, even if I gotta shout out name, no matter the only face you'll see, I'm gonna stand. Ooh, did I hit the pin? He hit the pin, blah blah. This hole plays into the prevailing wind and features a small, well-bunkered green which rarely yields birdies. It. I'm gonna stand now. And we made birdie. No pars yet. Kind of unusual, but still. A deceptive par 5 that offers many challenging cut placements because the green is set on a slope. Ooh. Alright, our first par of the day. The second shot here plays uphill to a green protected by 2 pot bunkers. And we made birdie. Trouble surrounds the green of this picturesque par 3, so be sure of your club selection. And another birdie on the card. A short par 4 guarded on the left by sand the entire length of the hole and palm trees on the right. Close. We made birdie. And we are out in 30. 7 birdies, 1 bogey, 1 par. Very interesting front 9 to say the least. Wow, 295. Great driving hole with mounds and pot bunkers. This par 4 has a well-bunkered green that slopes from front to back. Our short game has been just incredible. All right, 4 straight birdies. The strategy on this hole is dictated by its unique bunkering. Birdies are few. Stand out among the crowd. We've been hitting some good shots today. Well, 5 straight birdies. A slight left to right tee shot may be your best bet on this rather simple hole. And another birdie. So we got 6 straight birdies carded. I'm usually not this blessed. A slight dogleg right, this short par 4 has a small green that slopes away from the player. Good Google-a-moo. So money the only face you'll see. Whoa, that was a really bad miss hit. But player 1, you really dropped the ball on that one. My streak might end with this one. Or maybe not. My approach shots have been just on fire today. Good golly Moses and Molly. 7 straight birdies. 8 of the last 9 holes. 11 birdies, 1 bogey. Some consider this monster par 4 the toughest hole at English Turn. Maybe it'll end here. I don't know. You never know when a streak ends. I'm so thankful God has brought Matitude and I crossing paths with each other via Twitch. He's been so incredibly merciful towards me. Someone is the only face you'll see. Our approach shots have been on point. Oh my goodness. Eight straight birdies. 10 of the last 11 holes. Wow. This excellent par 5 featuring an island green is reachable in 2 for the big hitter willing to gamble. But the real question is, are they willing to proctor and gamble? Ugh. Another miss hit. Hate it when that happens. Ooh. The streak might end here. Sure did. But yeah, 8 straight birdies. That is just something else. A tee shot placed down the left side of the fairway offers the best angle for an approach into the green. Tell me the only face you'll see, I'm gonna stand. We just keep birdieing, don't we? Forced carry off the back tee here is more than 187 yards. Bailout is to the right. Wow, our approach shots have been just phenomenal. Can't say the same thing about our putting, but wow, I'm just amazed at this point. Wait, would par break 60? This ought to be good. Consistently voted one of the toughest par 4s on the PGA Tour by its players, this hole rarely yields birdies. Well, we'll see if we finish strong then. And I'm in the water. So I won't get 59, but I'll get 60 or 61. We'll see. But either way, this has been an incredible round all around. I mean, the approach shots today have been just on point. I mean, just absolutely on point. And that was a par. And I did shoot a 59. One bogey, 1, 2, 3 pars. Wow. At one point, I birdied 8 consecutive holes. 9 out of 14 fairways in regulation. I only missed 1 green in regulation, and that was the last hole. 3 pars, 14 birdies, and a bogey. Okay, let us try this again. We are ending this for real this time. I was going to end it earlier, but I didn't want to disappoint Mattitude. So, you got a bonus attraction from TV Antenna tonight. Shot at 59 at English Country Club. But tomorrow night, I'll be playing some Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge, and then my brother will join me for some Deep Rock Galactic. Thursday night, we're going to be playing Jack Nicklaus 4, and then Friday night, we're going to continue our season with Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge. Next week, we're going to be playing Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color, Jack Nicklaus 5, and then Jack Nicklaus 6. So, there's just a lot that is going into this, to say the least. So let's try to raid into Brent's zone. For real this time. Let's do this. Alright. Let's show Brent some love. You know the drill. Show him the same love and hospitality there that you did here. Know you are loved, valued, and appreciated. Remember, Jesus loves you. We here at TV Land do as well. My thanks again to Latitude 1233 for the raid tonight. And again, if you're still working somewhere, give my love to Jennifer and Shane and the Kickin' and all those wonderful stringers you interact with. Arthur over there at User Friendly. Wonderful people. But anyway, I hope you guys have had a great evening. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless each and every one of you. Know you are loved, valued, and appreciated here. Remember, Jesus loves you. We here at TV Land do as well. We're getting ready to show Brent Zone some love. Keep in mind, if you support him, you support his whole household. He's a happily married man with pets. So, show him some love, and I will see you tomorrow night.